Powered by DNA. Come on, hey. Networking inspired. Powered by DNA. Dialogue. Networking inspired. Powered by DNA. With
Yes.
NikKei. With NikKei. With NikKei.
Good morning. So hopefully I'll have some folks joining me today. I don't know what I just did. Keep doing something here. Bear with me 1 second. Hopefully I'm on. I'll give everybody a minute to join me because I'd love to have some conversation today with you. I can actually see my chats if I can get back the way I want to be here. Uh, well, I'm going to look at my phone and I guess try to see all the chats that I can see. Whatever reason, nothing's working how I want it to work today. So bear with me 1 second here. It's hold on 1 second. Here. Hello, I am here. Bear with me one more second and I'm going to bear with me one more second and I'm going to make sure I'm live on my podcast. I've been having trouble going live there for some reason. There it is, live stream. So we're going to talk about doubt today, letting go of doubt. And sorry. All right, we're going to get started here. My biggest apologies. Trying to work two systems at one time. And so trying to go live now on Podbean. So I am on the air. Very good. So we're good to go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining Empowered by D.N.A with NikKei. That is me. So happy to have you. I'm looking at chat today, so I want to have some great dialogue. Yes, today I've got the unfiltered face, if you will. And that's because I've got a hectic day today. And so I'm going to do something that I hope all of you who are especially trying to be business owners, public speakers, whatever it is that you're doing on your own, even within your day job, as we say, your career, that you go out, look and get you some headshots done, branding photos, like it's real, it's for real. And if you need some suggestions, I got some for you. Jarvis Harris is one. Trier is one. Trier, you've seen a lot of her stuff on my thing lately. There are a lot of makeup artists out there. Listen, so shout out to India today, my little cousin, for saving me, rescuing me today. It's been that kind of week. Listen, I even got to get a shout out to Pastor Moffitt, Pastor Bettina Moffitt. She had an amazing word yesterday morning about 6 a.m. Blessed me. And so I want to give her a shout out this morning because it's been that kind of day. So let's just talk. I know you all have what I say, a low um, uh, attention span, short attention span, if you will. So I want to go ahead and get started. If you can, for me, put something in the chat. Talk to me this morning, because we're going to talk about letting go of doubt, and that's a real biggie. I think we all, if you're honest with yourself, have doubted yourself at some point in time in your life. You have, in fact, um, allowed fear to hold you back. And I think doubt and fear kind of go hand in hand, in my opinion. And so just want to talk about that for just a bit this morning. And I'm gonna, don't worry, there's still great interviews coming up. As a matter of fact, next week I want y'all to help me big my sister circle, because next week I'll be talking to you from a different location, but we will have some good dialogue if I can get my girls to join me next Saturday morning. But we'll see. We'll work it out. If not, it may just be me. But again, I do have some other folks that I'm interviewing that I'd love to talk to. So let's talk about it, okay? Self-doubt is something that I believe it is huge. When you talk about being empowered, aspiring, inspiring to do the thing that God has called you to do, to be great at it. Yeah, you got to have your passion for it, but you also have to believe in yourself. You have to know that, I was called to do this. I can do this. I will do this, and nothing is going to stop me from doing this. And the only way to do that is to rid yourself of self-doubt. Now, one biggie that I read about when it comes to self-doubt is comparing our abilities to others. Hello. Talk to me, right? Comparing ourselves to other people. So when we look at someone else, as I always say, I try to run my race like a horse. I try to be, just this way, right? Not looking to the left, not looking to the right, not comparing to how well someone else is doing to how well I may be doing, how someone else looks compared to how I look, how many followers someone else may have compared to me. Listen, when you start looking into other folks and what they're doing, and you become absorbed. And see, there's a difference, right? Sometimes I do check people out, what they got going on. Oh, that's a good idea that I could maybe use. I don't steal anybody's stuff, but I might, that's a great idea. Or maybe I should try that caterer or that speaker or whatever. That's different. But I'm talking about really comparing yourself to somebody else. That is a huge obstacle, and it can become a literally a wall for you if you would, especially with self-doubt. Because if you look at somebody that may have 5,000 followers or whatever on social media, or their business, like they actually have the ability to go and have a building, or maybe they've been able to buy property, and you're like, I just want to be there, but I'm not. And you start comparing yourself. Well, maybe it's because they look better than me, they talk better than me, I wish I could speak like them. When you get to comparing yourself with someone else, it can be a huge obstacle for you, right? Run your race. That would be my takeaway for you this morning. Run your race. Don't look at anybody else. Don't look to see what they're doing. Run your race. Do you. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Bishop. Yes, God has made you beautifully and wonderfully. He's made you perfect in his image. You are everything he wants you to be. Whatever personality, characteristics he's given you to run the race, to achieve the thing, to work out the assignment, to live out the destiny that he's given you, right? So stop looking at what other people are doing in the sense of comparison, because you'll never be them. And guess what? They'll never be you. Look, I am an amazing individual in my mind, and you can't tell me any different. But what I do recognize is that's why we also have to be very careful about those around us, especially if they're sowing negative seeds or depositing negativity in our life. Because when they do that, when they deposit those seeds, what then happens is we start to second guess the thing that we were so certain about. Listen, I'm telling you what I know. For me, this week was rough, very rough week. Very rough week for me. And I'm not talking about, outwardly, I'm talking about inwardly. It was a very rough week. I'm gonna be transparent this morning. You are on my journey with me as I'm on the journey with you. So definitely talk to me in the chat. But it was a very rough week, right? And so part of the rough week is having to remind yourself who you are and who you are in God, and how you can still accomplish what seems at times so far away. Listen, in this walk, sometimes things seem like so far away. Like, I'm never going to reach this thing. I'm never going to get to this thing. I'm never going to achieve this thing. But let me encourage you this morning. You can and you will achieve anything that you put your mind to. If you've been created to do this, if it's your passion to run that business, to grow that ministry, to reach out and empower, inspire other folks, if it may seem small in the scheme of things, but nothing God has given us is small, right? So I do want to empower you this morning, encourage you this morning, to let go of doubt, right? And doubt to me is the absence of faith. It is, and it is again a hindrance. So, two things, again, that cause self doubt in our life is one, comparing our abilities to others. Again, when we compare our abilities to others, we begin to doubt our abilities instead of looking to God. Right. So, God, what have you created me to do? What have you given me to do? And again, whatever you've given me to do, that's the thing I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it well. And I'm going to know that even in this moment that seems to be an obstacle, it seems like it's taken all that I can to hop over this hurdle. I always think of a track runner, right? The hurdles, the ones that run the hurdles. When they're running, they got to pick up speed. And then it's like they got to slow just a little bit to jump over that hurdle. And then there's another hurdle. They got to jump over that hurdle. And there's an amazing, I know y'all sick of me about these Facebook artists, but there is an amazing piece of art out there where this woman is literally persevering through her race, and each hurdle has overcomer on it, right? So she's overcoming this hurdle, and there's another one, and she's overcoming it. Isn't that life? We're constantly overcoming hurdles in our life. And so we can't stop. If you slow down, you're going to trip over that hurdle. If you slow down, you're not going to make the jump. So you got to keep your speed up. You got to keep your momentum going. And even when you don't feel like it, my case in point, I'll be honest, today is a struggle. It has been a struggle to get this thing done, to get this message out. I feel like I'm moving in slow motion. I feel like at times, even in doing this, that I'm not reaching people. People aren't getting it. I'm not, maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to do. But then I'm reminded that if God told me to do it, then even if it's just for one, it's not about me. I have to take self out of it, right? And I have to not compare myself to others who may be doing what I consider to be an amazing job. But what I have to do is keep persevering. So even though I may have something else to do, even though my time may be tight, I still have to be consistent in doing the thing that God called me to do and keep my focus on who called me to do it and the job at hand. And so I would say just be understand that you were created unique. He didn't make us all the same. Could you imagine if we were all the same? We all of the inventions and the creations that wouldn't exist, all the amazing food we get to taste that we wouldn't get to taste because it would all be the same, all the beautiful buildings and architecture that's out there that would all be the same. So the unique part of you is important. You are unique. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of how he made you, and don't compare yourself to anyone else or their life, because first of all, you don't know what they did to get where they are. You don't know what they have to deal with on a daily basis to be where they are, and you don't know the inner battles that they have. So be thankful for the you that God created and the unique talent that you have. So again, just want to talk about that self-doubt. Get rid of that. And the second thing that will cause self-doubt is, look, reaching back. Don't reach back. Don't look back. The past is the past. The word of God says that that he's renewed our mind. So there's a new mind. We've got new mercies every day. Things are new. So stay from back there in the past, because when you start looking at what somebody did to you, how you grew up, how your mama, your daddy didn't or didn't treat you, or what you didn't have, what should have been, could have been, would have been. When we start doing all of that, that also allows seeds of doubt to be deposited in our lives and in our minds. This thing is a very powerful thing. Don't sleep on it. The mind is a powerful thing. What you think, so are you. If you think that you're nothing, then you will move and walk as nothing. If you believe that you are the last, if you believe that you are beneath, if you believe that nothing good will come from you, if you believe that everything attached to you is cursed, then that it shall be. But if you believe that you are above and not beneath, if you believe that you're the lender and not the borrower. See, faith is what? The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So I believe that I'm everything he says I am, even in my moments of setback, even in my disappointing moments, even in my hurtful times. I'm still more than a conqueror. There's still not a weapon that can prosper against me. I'm still everything that God said I am, and I'm still going to achieve all of the great things. Yes, it's going to take work. It's going to take persistence. Nothing is going to happen overnight. Listen, anything that comes fast is going to leave fast, okay? Come on, somebody. Talk to me this morning. Anything that comes to you really fast is going to leave you really fast. So be certain that that everything takes time, and it's in God's time, and he's never late. So maybe this period where a lot of people don't appear to be listening, or a lot of people aren't following, or you're not seeing likes or whatever, or your ministry, it seems like it's shrinking versus expanding. And maybe your business, your customers aren't as heavy as they used to be. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to come back, how to rebrand yourself so that you can achieve the thing that you believe you've been created to do, the assignment that you've been given. Maybe you're not getting as many speaking engagements as you used to. Listen, that is not a denial from God. That is not a stop what you're doing, try something else. That is not necessarily a failure move, right? That could simply be that God is saying, this is your moment to reboot. Right, this is your moment to get stronger. This is your moment to do a little bit more research. This is your moment to maybe rebrand, or to get your house in order, your things in order. Or maybe this is the shift that I'm getting ready to do in your life. So even though it seems to be quiet, don't doubt. Don't let that doubt set in. Just because somebody beside you may or may not be doing what you think they should be doing, and you're saying, why are they getting all that? Why are they doing it? Why not me? Why not me? Why not me? And there's a song out there that says, why not me? Why not you be the one to have to persevere just a little bit harder? Listen, don't doubt. Don't let doubt stop you. When doubt comes to me, I remind doubt exactly who I am. Listen, I know that everything is not perfect in my life, and I know that things don't look like I want them to look. And I know that I want this to look and be a different way. And I had higher hopes. But what I love is the fact that in spite of my physical sight of this thing, my faith, that spiritual thing in me is showing me that there is greater coming, that my latter will definitely be better than my now. But also that I'm content in my now, because there are things that I can learn in my now, I can absorb in this now. So I'm not going to doubt. Just because things don't look like I think they should look, just because I don't look like others think I should look, just because it's not moving in how I want it to move, doesn't mean that it's not meant to be. Just because I'm in the beginning stages doesn't mean that it's something I should abort. Come on, somebody. I know I'm talking to somebody out there. Just because it hasn't come to fruition, I'm putting in the work. So because I'm sowing the seed, at some point this fruit has to grow, right? At some point I'm watering it, and I'm tilling the ground, and I'm putting fertilizer on it. Life is putting fertilizer on it. Come on, somebody. And because it's doing that, that means that something has got to grow. That I'm gonna have a harvest. But I've got to wait until spring for these things to happen. I spoke a couple of Sundays ago about preparing for springtime. And so the preparation period can be hard. Think about that caterpillar, right? The caterpillar goes in the cocoon. It's ugly. It doesn't look like the butterfly that's already been through the cocoon that is flying free. And it's going through painful transformation, and it seems to be alone and by itself. But the good news is that there comes a point in time when the butterfly is ready, when the wings have come have grown in, the colors of the wings are there, it's fully matured, and it's now ready to come out for the world to see. Look, baby, keep working, keep putting your work in, keep doing what the Lord is telling you to do. Don't stop. You may not feel like anything is happening right now. Your sales may not be booming. Everybody might not be on your Shopify, but I need you to understand right now that it is coming. Okay, it's on its way. Stop doubting. Don't let doubt stop you. Listen, when fear comes my way, I put that much more momentum on it. When I get scared, I'm like, okay, the enemy's trying to stop me. Not today, not today. And I put more momentum on the thing. In other words, instead of slowing down, I speed up. Instead of stopping what I'm doing, I put more into it. And instead of tripping over the hurdle, I'm going to plan to jump higher, because I understand the purpose of fear, the purpose of doubt is to stop me from achieving what it is I want to do. Stop me from achieving and being great at the thing that I believe I was created to do. My sole purpose, my passion, ultimately my destiny. And so I'm going to press on. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to give it all I've got to achieve the thing that I'm supposed to do, and nothing will stop me. And we have to have that mentality. So listen, the last word I have for you, this is about time for me to get off of here. I try not to stay too long, but the last word I have for you is mind your business. Okay, if we mind our business, I know somebody that got offended already. Listen to me. If we mind our business, in other words, take care of our business, take care of ourselves, put those blinders on like the horses have, and run our race, baby, we will achieve some amazing things. Listen, when you are busy in everybody else's business, you're watching them, you're scrolling on their stuff, you're wasting time, hating and wishing and coveting. What you're doing is stopping process on what you need to do. The reason racehorses have blinders so they can be focused on the goal and they're not consumed with what's going on beside them. Listen, mind your business. Take care of your business. Take care of yourself. Talk to me, somebody, because it's important to stay focused. What happens is when we become consumed with what others are doing, then we get off track, right? And now we're slowing down. Our momentum slows down. Our speed slows down. We slow down. Our focus is off. Now we're no longer putting all we have. Now we start trying to transform ourselves, if we're not careful, into what other people look like, right? So where I had my own unique way of doing something, because I became focused to the person left of me, now I find myself doubting, right, what I was given to do. And now I'm trying to transform myself into that person, because I believe that what they're doing, because of what I see on the outside, not really understanding all of the inner workings of what they're doing, what they're going through. Now I'm trying to transform myself, my stuff, right, into looking like what they look like, speaking like they speak. Like I could say, okay, I've tried this thing for several weeks and it's just not working out, or a couple of months. So let me go and try to look like this person. And so I'm going to now redo my podcast to look like someone else, right? So now I've gotten off my path, and now I'm completely revamping something that shouldn't be revamped just because it's not happening in my time. So be patient. Listen, don't doubt. Do not doubt. Do not doubt. Stay focused. Don't look at other people and don't think about your past. Use your past um, and fear as stepping stones to get to where it is you want to be. Let the things that try to slow you down actually speed you up. Let the thing that's trying to stop you cause you to persevere even greater. Let the thing that's trying to hinder you or distract you give you more momentum to push towards the goal that you have. So if it's back to school, going back to school, and you've got a lot of reasons why, and your mom never did it, and you tried it last year but it failed. Listen, you give that much momentum, that much more momentum towards that thing. Listen, you want a promotion, you applied, you got denied, you didn't get the job. Listen, don't let that stop you. Apply again. Give it that much more momentum, that much more perseverance. If they told you that, well, you didn't get the job because you don't have these skills, go get that skill set if that's the job for you, and develop it, and then go back again. Listen, don't let a no stop you, okay? Don't let a no cause you to doubt what you know to be true within yourself, okay? So that is my time, and I do thank you for joining Empowered by D.N.A. Dialogue, Network, and Aspire. Listen, we're going to do some more networking and dialoguing with other folks. I do appreciate your time. And I pray that if you join me a little bit later today, that this has been a blessing to you, that this is empowering you to do, okay, what you've been created to do, to live out that purpose. And so I thank you for joining me on the journey. I'll talk with you soon. Have an amazing Saturday. Listen, it's going to be a beautiful day here in North Carolina. And so wherever you're joining me from, I hope that you will. I hope that wherever you are, it is going to be a beautiful day and the weather will work for you. Okay. God bless you now. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you for joining Empowered by D.N.A. with NikKei.